There was sort of like a history show on the development of media. And this professor, while, they were teaching news and how to report news, what this guy was trying to say is the media is the news. And it's like, okay, make some sense out of that. In what way is the media actually the news and not the news that media reports? And now, with this big awakening that we're getting, we're starting to see how the media is the news. And what's the news about the media? What is it that we're learning? And it's all propaganda. And, it's all the corporate elites controlling and manipulating a society to develop belief systems that they can profit from. This is like pure insider trading. If you want to see all of these guys on Wall Street and why they're all so filthy rich, it's because they've been controlling the media that controls your emotional state as to what you're going to buy and sell. If they want, BP oil to crash, they know how to tell a big bad story. They can even control an event that will create a massive, oh my god, I need to sell my stock. Or yeah, even our food is being controlled and manipulated. Some of it may not even be controlled and manipulated, but they put news stories out there in order to manipulate you into guiding you down whatever path is profitable for some rich guy that's friggin' lazy and using insider trading. So that's how the media is the news. Pay attention to every form of media, and it can come to you from music. Music is it's the most powerful way of getting people to develop a belief system. Lots of rappers, what their media, their news they were trying to say is, look at how friggin' bad our experience is. Like, try and be at one with what it is that I'm experiencing. And all that did was got you really angry, the same anger that they were dealing with, and not really unfolding any solution. Just showing you that, hey, you're at one with this guy. I feel what this guy's talking about. I'm dealing with the same shit he's dealing about. Let's all get angry. So without even knowing it, evil played a role in our music industry by encouraging a lot of negative emotions. Um, we've been hearing that there, oh, watch, this other country is using propaganda. That propaganda in other countries is used in our own countries. Even in Canada, we're hearing exactly what the media wants you to know about, so that you'll only solve whatever problems they want you to solve. I kind of noticed from my experience that, oh, child support is a little bit of a problem. Oh, not paying taxes is quite a bit of a problem. Oh, our justice system isn't quite, justice. When I seen how corrupt this justice system was, to the point where I, am financially supporting all of my children by myself and dealing with a severe amount of abuse at the same time, I had a justice system that ordered me to be paying child support to a deadbeat who has no kids living with them. And that was 9 years. So when, I went to the justice and started using it and finding out how freaking corrupt it is and how corrupt the police are and how corrupt the, prosecutors are, all the way up, all the way to Ottawa, I went to the media. And oh, this one reporter, like, there are nice people within the media. They want to report the news. Well, this guy was like, oh my God, can't believe that's true. Let me see your evidence and stuff. So he was all gung ho wanting to report this story because it was so friggin' bad. And then he ended up coming back to me that, his upper up, people up above him, the ones that choose to decide what media gets reported, he ended up telling me that they're not allowed to report stories like that. So I know firsthand that the media does not want you knowing the truth. And now we're starting to see a lot of propaganda that's going on, especially with Israel and the wars that they're trying to encourage. They're trying to get you pissed off at some group. Even, these mosques that they're, trying to build, and they're they're just trying to encourage as much war, as much hate between each other as possible. Why? Because all weapons, end up making somebody rich. You got to make a weapon. You got to build a weapon. The weapon, $10 million can be built in one bomb that goes off in one place. Poof, there's 10 billion bucks. And, somebody's profiting off of making that. There's a company that says, hey, I can build that for you. Let's just get everybody pissed off so they'll want to and they'll support us. And, we don't want peace. Peace, you can't profit off of peace, you know? So there's definitely a lot of propaganda that's going on within the news. And we're hearing an awful lot of people don't pay attention to the news, but we're doing it on YouTube. We're putting out suggestions all the time, and we're putting out the suggestion, look at how bad this is going. We're going to view it from our perspective, voice our opinions, make a video off of it, and somebody else is going to watch it, and it might be against them. So that if anything that we put on YouTube as an encouragement to fight or fear, then you are part of the news. You are the news. What is it your agenda is? I'm trying to encourage peace. I'm trying to encourage love, not getting too much attention, because nobody really wants to look at that. Nobody's searching for that. And isn't that interesting? Why is it that we're not interested in peace? Why is it we're not interested in love and loving our neighbors and loving other countries and, loving our food and, lots of big bad stories out there, but we're all caught up in the stories. We're all caught up in the drama, and we're not caught up in the solutions of anything. But at some time, I'm having a lot of faith that, as long as you keep putting the suggestion out there, the more people are going to suffer. At the very last minute, that's when you end up making a shift. When you're just about to die, that's when you make a life change. And when we see how negative this propaganda is and how much it's going to destroy our whole freaking planet, and yeah, by 2012 we'll be destroyed completely, at the very last second, that's when we're going to want to make a shift. So it's like, I ain't even concerned whether anybody's paying attention to this, because I'm putting out a lot of positive energy. I'm putting out a lot of suggestions for a possible change, and all problems are solvable. And the more we start putting that energy out there, the more it will build, because somebody someplace wants a problem solved, and they're going to be wanting to solve it and find the information for it. So they got to at least have it out there. So what is the news? What is the propaganda that you're doing? When you're making a video, where is your intention? Are you trying to put out propaganda that encourages us to hate everything, like hate the media, hate, it's not even about hate. As long as you're hating for a second, you turn into them. It's just about being aware. All of us don't know what the hell we're doing. We don't even know the power that, one word can influence other people. One word can stimulate a memory from somebody else that causes them to be angry. That anger will create stress. That stress will let them access every wrong information and never find out any solutions to anything. And let's face it, it is kind of boring to just hear, oh, everything's good. Everything, how can we even make something good feel good, that it's interesting and stimulating and exciting, and oh my God, I'm really excited about listening to that good news. We all love adrenaline. Where is adrenaline coming from? Fear. Every time you feel fear, that's when you get the adrenaline. That's when you feel alive. But when everything's really, really calm and peaceful, you don't get that adrenaline fix. And we're all addicted to adrenaline. But I say, let's get our adrenaline from solving problems. Let's get our adrenaline from making the impossible possible. Let's get our adrenaline from really enjoying life. I mean, how can you wake up every morning and be excited and have so much adrenaline to get up and really love life, what would that take? What would it take for you? Like, I mean, you have to have a vision of what it is that you want to head for. Do you even have a vision of what would be really cool and exciting? What would be something really amazing that you cannot wait to wake up in the morning and jump into that? Have that vision of something amazing and then just enjoy the ride of creating it. Know that that possibility is there. It's like a business plan. You know, you have to have a goal that you want to get to. You have to have a time frame of when you want to have it all accomplished. You have to have milestones to see, am I on that path or not? You know, as soon as you're talking about something negative, trust without a doubt you're off your path. You know, if you're talking about nothing but possibilities and you know it's coming and I'm believing in it and I'm so excited about it, I can't wait to brag about it, you know, when you're talking like that, then you know you're on your path and it's about to be created. When you're talking about doom and gloom, you're off your freaking path. You know, so there's the news. Media, pay attention to what news you're putting out there because you're using propaganda and you don't even know it. Put some good shit out there, make it exciting. Try to figure out how you can make something good actually be exciting to listen to. Peace out.